Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I'm going to be reviewing yet another Disney film. This is going to be, once again, yet another live action film. This one is titled Oliver Twist. Yeah, the Disney's version of the story anyway. Yeah, which of course, as you can plainly see, I got on DVD. Oh yeah. I figure I'll review this because I know not a whole lot of people might review this. So, yeah, it may not be one of the more popular Disney movies, but I figured I'll review it anyway. So, of course, as usual, I have to talk about the plot of this film. So, let's get into it, shall we? Oh yeah. Made for television movie, which was produced by Walt Disney, is about this orphan named Oliver Twist, and he is left in this abusive 19th century English workhouse and is tossed into the streets of London at the age of 12. And here in this particular area, he quickly meets up with his character, whom is an older lad, whom offers him to teach him how to make a living, particularly. Yeah, let's just say it has something to do with pickpocketing, pretty much. And the story continues from that point on. Of course, from this particular area, he meets up with other kids that pretty much do the same thing as well. So yeah, this older gentleman takes Alvaro back to his hideout in hopes that the orphan will meet up with the approval of the ringleader, and pretty much becomes a valid member of the gang of thieves. And of course, the thing is, folks, our main character here, Oliver, he's pretty much a very good kid. So yeah, because of that, he is very uncomfortable with his, new family. So he is desperate as he is to find food and shelter, and he just have to figure out and just struggle what is actually right and what is actually wrong. Stealing is wrong, but he wants to do it in order to have shelter and food. So that's the whole dilemma going on right there, folks. So he struggles with that throughout the entire movie. And yeah, I like that about this film. There's a lot of good qualities about the story itself. Oh yeah. So yeah, folks, this one came out rather good. So the story itself was well constructed. There's a good beginning, middle, end. So the pacing didn't come up out of whack or anything. So I did like how this film was produced in regards to plot, characters, and motivations. So in the story department, this film does a fantastic job. Yeah, I mean, okay, it may not be the most original film ever made, so, but for what it's worth, I guess it's not that bad of a movie as a whole. So I did enjoy it, folks. It's well crafted. The editing in itself is pretty good too, folks. It was definitely well crafted when it comes to the editing as well. So nothing came off choppy. So it really did not come off amateurish at all. This was pretty dark even for a Disney film. The thing is, the original story in which this movie is based on evolves around serious and tragic moments of abuse against women and children, and Disney's version doesn't water down this tale at all. So at the very least, violence does occur literally in the shadows, and this scenes like that does illustrate on how a lot of these characters pretty much live in their desperate lives in order to struggle to survive, and they have to make dishonest choices. And I did like how the dialogue was actually well written. I mean, okay, yes, it's a family movie, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the dialogue should be really bad. So the dialogue in this film came out really good. But then as for the acting, I did like the acting in here as well, folks. I mean, granted, some did better than others, I'll tell you that, sure, but still. And why the main character of the film is technically a kid, and in some ways, I don't like seeing kids as the main characters, even if it's a family movie, because they do tend to annoy me, and because they'll come up all whiny or whatever. But thankfully, in this case, the child actor in this film is actually rather good, surprisingly. So, when it comes to that, it's not that bad, really, folks. I don't know. So the delivery of the dialogue is really nicely done, nicely delivered. So in regards of acting, it's not that bad really. So can't complain there, I guess. Yeah. As mentioned a moment ago, folks, this is based upon a novel. And yes, of course, by the way, which I have not read as of yet. And I, because of that, can't tell you if it's faithful or not, or to what degree it's changed or not. But I'm just judging this film as a film because, well, it's a movie. And it's a really enjoyable one at that. So it's definitely something I wouldn't mind watching again, folks. I did keep it on DVD for quite a while. So I wanted to review this, folks, because it's a part of Disney and I want to continue my Disney movie marathon. So I want to review more movies because of that. So I would say, folks, definitely pick this one up. It's not that bad of a movie overall. I know it's more harder to find movies, I guess, but let's say it's worth it. This film is on Blu-ray, I believe, but I bought this on DVD because, as mentioned many times before, I was always more of a DVD type of person anyway. So there's that, folks. So I would say check this one out, folks, because as a whole, the people behind this film really did do a fantastic job. There was a consistent story, unlikable characters, so all of which makes up for an interesting storyline as a whole. Yeah, this movie is pretty long. It's roughly 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, give or take a few minutes. So yeah, you're gonna have to make sure that you have the time to watch this movie, folks. And trust me on this, folks, it's definitely worth your time as a whole. It's a well-made film, and I really enjoyed it. Oh yeah, this kids movie I actually liked, which is surprising because when it comes to most kids movies, I really don't like them at all. They're really terrible. And I know I sound like a grump when I say that, but that's how I feel. I often avoid family movies like The Plague. So yeah, there's that. So this one is at least very enjoyable in its own little way, and I want to keep this film in my Disney movie collection, which is pretty big if you ask me, but I'll keep it anyway because it's a really good film as a whole. So yeah, folks, at the end of the day, this was actually a very solid film as a whole. So if you have not seen this film, I highly recommend it because at the end of the day, it's actually a really good film. So if you're one of those Disney alcoholics or whatever, you just have to watch everything Disney related, then check this one out. It's definitely a well-produced film and it should be added to your collection. Yes sirree. I did like how it was done, folks. This was already a solid film as a whole. I did like the characters, even the music came out genuine as well. It didn't feel forced or anything. So this is definitely a must-see. Oliver Twist is a really good family film, folks, as a whole. And I did like how there was actual effort being placed into this film, thankfully. So this film was nicely choreographed. I can tell you that. I really like the camera angles in which it used. You know, it's not like extreme close-ups like some amateur would or anything, or too far away shots. So it looks like it was actually produced by some professional people and a director that has a lot of passion for this film. So that's a good thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're not gonna put your heart into it, might as well not do it at all, I guess. I mean, yes, I know making movies is technically a business, and I know some movies out there like Transformers will just make money. Will just make the movie just to make money. But so yeah, all in all, folks, this was a solid movie overall. I really enjoyed it. Oliver Twist gets an overall rating of a 7.8 out of 10. It gets a 7.8 out of 10 from me. As always, thank you for watching and take care. See ya. Oh yeah.